Good day, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Welcome back to the Citadel. My name is Joel Duggan, and of course, we are back in West Hill, and we are going to continue where we left off yesterday with doing the details of the west side of the town. And really, I mean, the next obvious thing is to just kind of cruise along and start doing the insides of some of these houses, I think. We did the inside of this little house yesterday, and it came together quite quickly. And so I think I'd like to do that and check a few things off on the list faster than we have been in the last couple of weeks. So that's the plan for the day. I'm going to grab the book. I think the yellow tower house, and I feel like the insides of these are done. I don't think the inside of this is done. No, yeah, so this is going to be tricky. But this one I think is where we're going to start. I think the insides of all the places up the road have been finished as well. Kel, Dan, Obu, good to see all of you. So yes, the Westgate stuff is done. West section of town. Textile shop, yellow tower build, vines in the flower shop, and West Town Square. Wall, alley, and woods behind the blacksmith. Some of that's already done. Texture the West Tiger roads. Those will be pretty straightforward. Main west roads and alleys. Alley behind the dockmaster. That's the thing that's going to be tricky. So we'll need that stuff. I guess I can leave the sword and stuff here, so my inventory is not really full. I need to do some housekeeping here. Some of these shulker boxes are just full of nonsense. Actually, that should be nether labeled. I don't know why, but I always label my nether shulker boxes pink. I think it's because netherrack is kind of pink. Okay, cool. So we are going to need probably both wood types, or all three wood types. We're going to need... I might actually bring the jungle. That might be kind of cool. Tables and chairs, obviously. Inside blocks. No plants, I don't think. And I'll come back. I'll grab these. Brian Dunaway kicking off the stream with a huge raid. Thanks so much, Brian. What have you been up to? Let's go outside. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Brian. I know you. I know you. What's going on? We were playing some Conker's Bad Fur Day. What on earth is that? I've never heard of it. Indie game? I'm assuming it's an indie game. You've been doing a lot of indie game streams lately. Just telling everybody about the podcast days. Well, I can fill everyone in here as well. So folks coming in with the raid would have heard it, but myself and Brian used to do a podcast together called Comics Coast to Coast. I think I was on that show for almost 10 years, Brian. Something like that. Or the show ran for 10 years and I was on for 8. It was an N64 by Rare for the retro age. It is naughty. Oh, I see. Adult pants required, huh? It was close to 10 years. It was an amazing run. You're right. Citadel Cafe is still going. We're in 12 years now. I don't do it every week. I think we're down to once a month. Just because everybody's got kiddos and it's tough to kind of kind of wrangle everybody. But for anybody that's coming in with Brian, welcome to the Citadel. This is my survival multiplayer server. A couple of friends and I hang out here. I spend most of my time here in West Hill, which is the medieval city I've been building for about 2.5 years. Brian has raided before, so you might have heard this in the past, but we've been doing this for a while. And I do stream and podcast full time. That's my gig now. So you can check out other podcasts like the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe, wherever you download your podcasts. There's luckily going to be some links in the chat, thanks to the Dan and the other mods. Appreciate it. And the Spawn Chunks is all about Minecraft. So if you play Minecraft and you want to hear more about it, then you can always check out the Spawn Chunks podcast. And if you haven't figured it out, I'm Canadian. I don't know why I wanted to throw that in there. Sometimes it's just nice to let people know. Yeah, this is West Hill. And right now, we are just about to decorate the inside of this yellow tower building. I've got a book of to-do items, including all the different things along here that have to be fixed, like these edges of the road have got to be tidied up. There's no texture on the road. You can see this has been finished with like cracked and stone and different textures, but then this is all very early stages. So we're going to try to fix that. And to give you an idea of what we've been doing, we have a couple of cool data packs in the server. And yesterday we added an armory to the bottom of this gate tower. So when you get in here, there's like a couple of swords here in this guardhouse, but then in here we've got bows on the wall, we've got armor on the side, and then we've got staircases that take you up to this has got a special name. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It starts with a B, but it's essentially this little thing that goes over the gate. You can see the road coming into the town. So that was what we were working on yesterday. Thanks, Jamie Jamser. Much appreciated. And folks coming in with Brian, welcome in. I think you'll find that the crew here on my channel is pretty chill. So hopefully you'll enjoy your time here. Please feel free to leave a follow, or if you want to refresh the page and watch on twitch.tv/JoelDuggan. We are trying to grow the channel, and eyeballs like that help us get higher up on the watch list for Twitch. So this is just a house. There's no real function to it. It does kind of back onto this magical garden. It's kind of a medieval fantasy town. So we've got this kind of magical garden happening in the back. There's a back door to this house here. And then of course the flower shop isn't through here. That's all overgrown. And so maybe the person that runs the flower shop lives next door. That would make sense, right? So we'll try and figure out what we can do here. I'm probably going to try and bring in some flowers, have some cool stuff going on in here. And then here, that's just a closet. And then this is just, there is no upstairs. It's just a tower. And I think there's only room to like stand up here. Yeah. So it's more for decoration than it is for function. I don't think there'd be a bed or anything up here, but we've got to obviously put in some railings and do some details and check out some of the lighting. It's a little bit dark. I'd like to maybe change that. But we're going to set up shop, I think, out here. Probably the easiest thing to do would be along the front here. Oh, I forgot a bed. A regular Mackenzie. I am neither Bob nor Doug, but I appreciate the reference. Cosmic lives next door. Yeah, perhaps. I needed bed. I don't think I forgot anything. Hunter had no idea I was Canadian. I don't think it stands out that much, but you know, I could be wrong. All right, so first things first, I know we're going to need trapdoors and probably some signs. And as far as lighting goes, does it actually have, yeah, there's a lantern up there. And that just lights the whole thing with one go. And then we are good for lighting all the way up here, but well, at least the rafters are done. Just feels a little bit bland up here. I would like to have a little bit more of a railing up here. And this also feels a little bit dicey. Now, one of the cool things we can do, we could put railings along here, or we could hang a chain down the middle and add a light to it. And it looks like there are some zeros. Did I not see these going up? Maybe. Oh, I bet you putting that there changed the light level. Yeah, let's put a light somewhere here. I think hanging a lantern right there should be pretty good. Or maybe here. Yeah, we'll put a light in there somewhere. So yeah, I think I prefer the railings over a chain. So I was thinking like that's kind of right in your face. What does this do? Yeah, so we'll have to figure out a way to make that look good. Oh, there is a light. Oh, you can see it there. Oh, I see. Alright, so we may not want to put it right there. Yeah, so part of it is I don't want any bad guys to spawn in here, but the other part is I don't want I want it to at least look cool, you know, like it's more, a lot of times I'm doing things more visually than I am for spawning purposes. That feels strange, so we'll change that. I want to say we might even go with a strip log there. Or we can keep with the theme. Stair? No, that's that. So I think we can probably make this a little bit nicer. That feels a little bit strange too. Wonder if we can make this. That feels a little bit more inviting, I would say. Feels a little bit low. Wondering if this could be, what is that, deep slate? So we can try like a deep slate stair. I have to go back and get some more. One of the nicer things about working in this side of town is that we're not too terribly far from the keep here, which is where I keep most of my stuff, so it doesn't take long to like pick up a few extras. And there was something else I thought we might need. Oh, maybe I lied. Cool. So Brian, if you're still kicking around, what other games have you been playing on your channel, just so folks from my community, if they wanted to pop over and check it out, what could they expect? Or if Brian's not here, if anybody that's hanging out that's a regular in Brian's community could let me know. Darker Scarlet, hello, hello. So these were deep slate stairs, I think. A little close to the forehead there. Maybe we can do upside down stair that way. Yeah, that's better. Although that looks a little bit funny there, doesn't it? What about... Now I see why I had a full block there. You really can't see it anyway. I think this is one of the first builds we used mangrove wood. It's very brown. There's not a lot of variety going on in here. I like the fact that there's furnaces on the floor. That's cool. I don't remember doing that. I've had the urge to play City Skylines again lately. Have you seen the trailer for City Skylines 2? Apparently it's really good. Those that have played the game then are talking about it. Somebody in my community is very into City Skylines. I think it might be M-Dog. Somebody. So, if we're going to put stuff in here, there's no... Yeah, this is just a shop. So I'd imagine... Whoops. Weird that there's no windows on this wall. Maybe I should try to put one above the door. Maybe even in the roof. The window up there could be cool. To mirror what we have over there. That could be fun. Do I have the room to do that over here? Maybe. So my idea is that this would be probably some sort of like multifunction kitchen sitting area. We could have like a table here, maybe for some writing or something. That or bookshelves. Bookshelves might look good there. Obviously you don't want to block the closet. But then if I wanted to weasel in a stove, I'm not sure where I would put it because there's no place for a chimney. Although I could put a chimney there. We did the same thing yesterday. We tacked on a little chimney kind of to line up with things. I feel like that could be a good spot for a little chimney. We would keep it square. And then probably it would line up pretty well. So let's go fancy blast furnace for a stove. And I'm going to say probably there. Pipes goes up. Potentially goes straight up there. And then that does make us sort of an odd corner there. Put like a table or a counter there. What do we do with this space? I might turn that sideways too. No, I think I like seeing what it is. You've played City Skylines before, but since I've learned that there will be a second one, it gave me the itch. Oh, I see. Yeah, I did a stream with City Skylines, and I think it's just too slow of a game. I've tried watching some of my other, people that I stream, like that I watch streaming, play it, and I find that a lot of people just kind of game the system, and it doesn't really feel like they're playing it. It's more like they're just figuring out how to not necessarily cheat, but like they're just kind of like doing things in a very strange sort of like, well, if you're able to game it so that you get X thousand things happening all at once, isn't that kind of cheaty? Like it feels strange when people, exploit, I guess is the right way to say it, exploit a game's mechanics to the point where it's basically easy mode. It's like, well, it's not a game anymore. You're just going through the motions. That makes this very narrow, doesn't it? What if we went across this way? I think I like that. And let's try something bright for the stovepipe. Let's try andesite, see what that looks like. Wonder if we can combine deep slate at the bottom, because I don't want to do a deep slate chimney. Like that looks good, but it's not going to stand out against this roof. So maybe we can do like a deep slate attachment, or we can do black. I think I like it gray. Takes the challenge away. It's almost like autopilot. Yeah, I agree. The game that I have an itch to play lately is Oxygen Not Included. I really enjoyed that game. I don't know how good of a game it is to stream. I found it very challenging to talk over. Let's see if I was right. Oh, that's not where I thought the chimney was going to go at all. That's fine. We can still do that. We're going to need some other blocks, though. Darker Scarlet, you love oxygen not included. Yeah, it was such a funny game. The art in it completely sold it for me, of course. You haven't heard of it? It's like a colony sim, but it's all cartoony and really fun and funny. And whenever you got a new, oh, I can't remember what they were called. They're little clones that you have to manage. And whenever you get a new one, as a streamer, it was cool because I had the opportunity to rename it. So I was renaming the little clones from members of the community, which was fun. I don't think those VODs are on my Joel Duggan VOD channel on YouTube. It is available in the Steam Store or the Epic Game Store. And if you do pick it up in the Epic Game Store and you want to support the channel, you can use the code JoelDuggan at checkout on Epic Games. And then you can support the stream. I think that's fairly straightforward. I didn't realize we had... Oh, we have... It's like a gutter. Interesting. I forgot we did that. I think we're going to change that to andesite, though. Just have the whole thing be andesite all the way up. Pretty straightforward. Really simple, but effective. I think I like having a little cap on it. I think I'll leave that there for now. This one doesn't have one, so I want to try and make sure that they're a little bit different. Right, so we've got a counter there. We've got that in there. I feel like the next thing is going to be a table. And it's either going to be a dark oak table or a spruce table. Oh, I brought jungle along. I wonder what a jungle table would look like in there. Something different. The whole place has got kind of a fun vibe. That's very bright. But the yellow kind of lends itself well to brighter colors. I guess maybe the dark oak looks the best. Maybe I can get away with jungle chairs or something. Still feels very loud. that flips out, so we can probably put a flower there, which would be cool. And we might even be able to put something else there. I think that's okay. Does this go? Might be better just to have the stovepipe go all the way up. No, that probably fits a bit better. Oh, I see. Maybe we'll do a slab over here. Yeah, a little asymmetry, but that's fine. It's always tough when you've designed the rafters previously and then you come in and do detail work. Just check the VODs channel for oxygen not included, not there. So it must be long enough ago, like since before I started doing the Citadel, the West Hill build. It must have been that that summer or something. Or maybe it was the March before. I've got this bad habit of having games on my hard drive from years and years and years ago that I've played and enjoyed and then I just never returned to because I streamed once and I think if I play it again, I should stream it and then I never get around to streaming it again. So there's no other place for a bedroom, so I feel like the bed kind of has to go there. And I guess, I mean, the good news is we could put, can't even do anything above that. That's a slab. That's a slab. That's the upstairs platform that we walk on. Yeah, okay. I guess we could. We might be able to make this feel a little bit cozier, but like right now, I want to come down to the door. But if I put a bed across there, what color should the bed be? Green, maybe? I guess we'll do the flowers first, probably. I think we're going to try to stick with orange if we can, but there's a lot of red over here. That might be overkill, but I definitely want a flower there. You've definitely seen me streaming Oxygen Not Included. I joined you when you were working on the farm just outside of West Hill. Okay, so maybe I took a break. It was probably before I started the town. Because there was I think I did it over Christmas. I think it was right when I started here on the server and then or in this area in medieval zone, and then I took a little bit of a break from the medieval stuff over Christmas to do something else, because usually at Christmas time, especially 2-3 years ago, I was streaming like only on weekends, and so when holidays came around I absolutely picked up the pace a bit. We always go with the Azure Blue A. We'll try a poppy. Or we could try a red tulip. Sticking with mostly warm colors. Sounds about right. Not sure why they never made it into the VODs channel, but I imagine you've got enough plates to spin. It's probably because they weren't good streams, or they were super casual or super quiet. That, or they could have been long. They could have been like 4 hours or something. I don't really remember. I definitely did a couple of streams though. There was at least 2. Because I played the game. I got real into it. Like I played it for like 20 hours the week that I got it. And not all of that was streaming. Like a good chunk of that was me just playing, you know, on my own. So we've lucked out, and the special flowers data pack is giving us multiple flowers there. Red's not bad. I think the tulips are going to be the nicest. Yeah. I think I like the orange. Although that might look good from outside because there's a red berry bush right next door. That kind of makes sense there, right? I think I like the orange though. It's not bad. Not bad. Also pretty good. And see, that ties in nicely with the orange too. We'll probably go with the orange tulips. I wonder if this is going to look like too much if I have 2 sets of flowers. No, but I think what we do is we switch these. I think we put the orange tulips here. And then we put the yellow ones here because they're shorter. Yeah, those are too big. So we'll go with the dandelions, which is a weed. Yeah, I like that. Makes sense if this is the person that runs the flower shop, right? That this is where the place would have a lot of flowers in it, right? And so that's why I think a green bed or a yellow bed. I've got a couple different beds back here. There they are. And gray. I'll bring the orange bed just in case. It might be too much. Yeah, the tulips look really, really good. And there's tulips outside too. So if we had the orange tulips on the table, then it would double up. But here you get the orange tulips outside, and then you get a hint of the yellow flower there. Especially if we leave the window open, then that looks good. And then I'll leave the window closed there, I think. Yeah, I think it better closed. I wonder if nether, like warped sprouts might be the wrong color. I wish we could put just like a little something there, but grass is going to be too tall. It's not as bright and as crazy as I thought. That seems like the most practical. It's definitely between the orange and the green. I think maybe green. Still goes with the green that's on the flowers. Now we can't put anything on a shelf here, but we could certainly put one in. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to make that look like something. Although we could just turn this into a full block. Or stair. So it still has the same effect up here, but then it looks like there could be something. And we could use like a armor stand to put something up there if we really wanted to. We're getting particle effects in here from from the flower, from the blossom. That's funny. I wish there was a way when they do stuff like this and they do more of it. We've got cherry blossom leaves are coming in the Trails and Tales update, but I wish there was a way to beef these up, like reward end players by like putting this underneath a specific block would amplify its range or reduce its range depending on what you put up above it, you know? Like I think that could be kind of cool. I mean, that could be a data pack that could be written too. Nightbot is reminding people about a Lego stream, and we didn't have one this week. We continued on with Minecraft, but that does remind me that that command is wrong. It's no longer 1 p.m. ADT. No, sorry. I guess it was wrong, and now it's back to being right. We're back on daylight savings time now here in Canada, at least in my neck of the woods. Some people in the world have not changed yet. So my streams for some people might be an hour earlier for the next couple of weeks until you switch time zones, unless you don't observe daylight savings time, at which point it'll just be off for a while. But currently we are at UTC minus 3 hours, not 4 hours, if I'm doing my math correctly. Yeah, there's not a whole lot more I think we can do. I want to put a mat there, I think. And I want to put something in the corner here. Although a full block there is going to feel like it's going to cut off. That does feel very tricky. Maybe just a chest would make sense. And we could probably get away with one of the lighter chests. Still a little bit narrow, but it doesn't feel like I'm not going to bump into it as a player. Feels like there's a good spot for something there too. So then maybe we can do like a brown or a green carpet there. I like the green, but then it goes a little bit too close to the green bedspread. I wonder if we could put something in there. It's like a little bit of an Easter egg. Be kind of fun. Sure. I have no idea what that is, but it's there now. Yeah, like I don't think there's too much more to really get done. I guess we're missing a little bit on this side here. Just to kind of make that a little bit more symmetrical. Oh yeah, I wanted a window out here, didn't I? Yeah, I don't think I want to put something up here. I really love the thought that you put into the interiors. Well, thanks. Many people leave them empty. I remember on the spawn chunks when we had Fwip on, he confessed to leaving a lot of his empty. I was like, really? But he's going more for like the walking through the town vibe. So you can sort of see it. See, that looks so much better, right? So if we did that, we'd have to remove this. How did I do this one? There's this block up there, and that's on the inside. But thanks, yeah, I like to think that, you know, doing this stuff is putting the kind of thought that I put into it. I feel like it's, for me, it's a bit of a challenge. I think it's important. It helps inform, you know, the decisions that you're making. Yeah, okay, that's there. And then I guess this is just stair. Yeah, and then there's a little extra bit on top of it. Right. 2 slabs and 2 stairs. Oh, I see. Okay. So not as difficult as I thought. I can just take this, put it up like that. Thankfully, this actually just squeezes in. And then it's this way. And then there's 2. I can do a single, or I can do a double. Yeah, I think that works. Well, that makes this tricky though. Maybe this has to be switched around. Or maybe just not there at all. That visible from the outside? No. What about over here? Okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm just going to make that mangrove wood, which I didn't bring. The back and forth is real. A person who lives there enjoys a copious amount of knitting? Sure, yeah. Mangrove wood. Now, I can never remember if I wanted to go this way, I have to hit the back. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Unless I want to continue the deep slate. I think the deep slate makes more sense. I don't think that messed up the roof. Nope. Coming to the end of your first hour. Thank you very much, Hunter. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I just want to put maybe something on the counter. Maybe like a loaf of bread or something. I do find it very funny when mods in the chat kind of battled as to who gets to say the hour break reminder. Yeah, I feel like if I put like a loaf of bread on that, that could look really cool. Although I feel like it kind of lines up with the carpet. Maybe if I do it over here. What do we think? Too bright? Jump the gun, disqualified. Nice. Y'all are hilarious. Oh, this also feels kind of empty here too. I feel like situations like this could be easily remedied with tripwire hooks. Looks like a coat hook. We could also add a brown mat out here too. My only beef with putting down rugs like this is that they change the noise of your footsteps. Which is, I mean, it's cool that Minecraft does it, but like when you don't want it to happen, it's a little bit annoying. Right, we need to fix that. I'd say we're almost there, you know? It's better connection there. So it's just the light and then doing a little bit of armor stand shenanigans maybe here. I'm not sure about the red mat on the on the table there. I mean, it's not bad. I think we can maybe do it there. Next to the flowers, I feel like it takes away from the flowers. And we can maybe put something up there. I don't know what, though. All right. So we're going to put a loaf of bread there, I think. And we've got to figure out this light. That's not going to go there. All right. So for folks that are new, maybe the folks that came in with the Brian Dunaway raid, again, thanks so much, Brian. I'm sure you're probably off doing your own thing now, but we take a break once an hour, gives us a chance to stand up, refresh the coffee, grab a drink, that kind of thing. You should too. Grab a friend, grab a snack, and we'll be right back. So I think we've got only, what did I say, armor stand? What's the one other thing? Put a lot of this away. Nope. That one. Lena, hello. Hope you're having a good day. I don't need any of the deep slate either. There's a piece of bread. And somewhere should have armor stand, statues, book. Let's go presets, attention, and then adjusting the head. I never know which way this is going to go. Not right. Wrong way. We're almost there. And then nudge +3. Cool. And we just hide, stand, and lock it. Bread on table. Easy peasy. Can't help but giggle anytime the armor stand steals the book from you. That's annoying. Not you're laughing, but the function of the data pack that does that, it's annoying. You kind of have to look. It's weird because you want to look directly at what you're doing, but you have to look off to the side. I think the most annoying is how often you have to open and close the book. It must be very jarring as an audience to watch that. So this can't be here. We have to move that somewhere else, which is annoying. Just put it there for now so we can see what we're doing. That has to be sealed up. the very least, it has to be slab. I would say, honestly, probably a stair would be better. Although we've got this here. What is this? That's a stair block. I wonder if I could just drop this down faster. Oh no, okay, I like that. So we have to keep that the same. I guess we just fill that back in. I think I'm going to use a trapdoor as like a little mini step. Sometimes this can be helpful. Put this right here. Yeah. And I guess no light out here, is there? Yeah, it's just that one there. That's an okay spot for it. Still feels very close to your face. I would like to try and fit it in here somewhere, but I really don't know where it would go. That's probably the best spot for it. It still makes it pretty dark in here. Not spawn dark, but like still dim. At least it's not in your face. Yeah, I like it in here. It's cool. Feels a little empty, but like you'd have to be as a player, you want to be able to walk around and not have it kind of smash you in the face. Now, I'm not sure about the lighting out here as far as stuff goes. I guess because I just added that lantern there, it probably changes a lot of this to be very, very good. I would say for the better because there's no lights around. So we've probably just lit up this alleyway by putting the light in there. It's also going to make that window very bright when we come up the corner. Hopefully not too bright. Where is the light from here coming from? Must be from inside here. Yeah, there's a torch right there. That makes more sense. Yeah, okay. The bread on the table is just loafing about. I see what you did there, Cal. I see what you did there. The Blindwave crew on youtube.com/blindwave are a group of YouTube creators and reactor video folks that I've been following for a little while now. Find them very funny. Adult language warning if you go and watch it, if you have small humans present. They're just very funny dudes. They just happen to swear a bit. They're not like gross, but Aaron, one of the one of the members, he's got like 4 kids, and so his thing is like dad jokes. He likes telling dad jokes, and so there's a lot of puns on that channel. I'm very curious about the whole sprout thing. Where did I put my... they're going to be too blue. Like, they're going to be the wrong color. If we had green or orange ones that didn't stick out, you know, funny on the block, that would be cool. But to me, they look a little bit strange. I think that's why we didn't put the flower out here, is because it came over the edge of the box. I'm curious now. Weird. So that looks okay. Got a smaller footprint. I mean, it doesn't, the color's wrong, but physical part of it's cool. I'm not sure what we could do there other than maybe like moss carpet or something. Ella loves Cheez-Its. Hello, welcome back. Good to see you. We've got these 2 lights here. We were debating changing them into blue lanterns, into soul lanterns. We need some more light back here, so there needs to be like a backdoor lantern there, I think. But I think that's lit up pretty well without being too lit. You know, like it doesn't look crazy bright. You think it would. But it's a nice soft light. This is very bright. Let's see. I find those kind of very, very, very bright. Yeah, I think the area outside is lit well. I know we're good in here. That was checked a long time ago. Obviously, we have some problems up there. And then, yeah. That's good. Cool. We can check that off. So do I have that? Yeah, utility box right there. Inside of Yellow Tower build. Vines in the flower shop. I feel like we just have to chop those down because they're overgrowing. Yeah, out of control. I wonder if I just remove these ones. The only thing I can think of would be to put string across there. So we'll try that. You can barely see it, but I don't like the fact that it's there. Did the control for vine growth happen in one? Where did that go? In 1.19.3 or is that 19.4? You can barely see it. It's annoying. I wish I didn't have to do it. There's another string there for the same reason. this vine back there just crept and went everywhere. Ella, nice. Yeah, we had the spring ahead here too. So normally I start at 1 o'clock my time. And I did today, but it was an hour earlier for some other people. Not for you, obviously. Yeah, so we'll leave the string there for now, but leave a note. Maybe I can fit it in the book. Vines and flower shop. And then yeah, there's no real room. So maybe at the end. Town and country. Brighten wall. West Hill Rivers, and then maybe we can do what was it called? Command? Setting? Setting. Right, so west section of town. Finished inside of textile shop. Yellow vines, West Town Square. Textile shop I'm really not sure about. I'm not sure about the town square. So the town square is here. I'm not entirely happy with the pattern. But we can do that maybe when we do the roads. I guess we can move on to the textile shop, which is this place here. And I mean, like, we can put some water down here. But I'm wondering if, like, because we could put some slabs in the bottom to try and change the color of the water to be brighter colors, maybe. It's gonna be hard to do. And then I guess we'll have to try to hang some banners up or something. I really don't like banners. They float around inside, and I have not yet found a data pack or written a data pack, learned how to write a data pack to then like have banners not sway back and forth in the wind. I have sworn I had a banner in here somewhere. There's one. So the inside of this textile shop could end up being very colorful. But like if we had I gotta flow back and forth. We could also do something where maybe we could have them attached to something. So like if we wanted them to face this way. Right, and then maybe we could hang some stuff in there like that, maybe a block back. I don't know. Feels like a little bit in your face, but we could maybe do something like that, because then you can still walk underneath them. think it'd be cool. You can't hang them on the other side though. It's the only problem because of course this is there. I guess we could do it that way too. And then we can hang, then we could hang it on both sides, I guess. That kind of makes sense. That's not a bad idea. According to the wiki, you can trim glowberry vines with shears since version 21W37A. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the ability to keep vines from growing. Glowberry cave vines are different than regular vines. These guys still grow however they want. And until the new, I think it's 1.19.4, but until 19.4 comes out, you can't do anything about it. You cannot use shears on these with a right click to stop them from growing. They just, because they're like a flat kind of like carpet type block. But there's a new setting in 1.19.4 that makes these work like glow like it, where once you place them, that's it. They stay like that unless you put bone meal on them. That's a possibility. I feel like we can probably come up with some cool things in here. The problem for this is going to be the different color banners are going to be really annoying to make. That's the only other thing. I guess we can kind of set up shop again. What am I going to need? Not everything. Did I leave the utility box out in the middle of the road? Where did I put that? With oak wood. Yeah, some of these we don't need. Right, probably gonna need the wool back now that I think about it. All right, so if we think that this is going to be like a textile shop, it feels, the ceiling feels a little bit low. I think this is just going to be a place of business, so I don't think I'm going to make like a bedroom up here because there's no place to add any kind of like kitchen or something. So we'll have like storage and supplies up here, and then down here I want to try and fill it up with some different color slabs. So I'll get a bucket. And I know prismarine has worked before. And then what other things could we put in there? Maybe red. red. There's just a lot of green. Sandstone, maybe. We could always just change the thing at the bottom. It doesn't have to be an actual thing. So here I thought what we could do is put these in here and then fill it up with water. I'm going to need to make a temporary water source here. Yeah, gives it a little bit of a shine. Now these ones we could perhaps have one of these be a different color or something. Is this outside? Yeah, that's visible from the outside. Oh, that was a stair? Why was that a stair? Oh, I see. Okay. So we can't even change the color of those to make it look like the water was a different color. It's unfortunate. So the only thing we could really change is just the color of the block on the bottom. Spider's Den, hello. I mean, the blue is nice. The blue at least gives us something. It's too bad we can't dye potions. We could also use cauldrons instead of these trapdoors. That's the other thing we can do too. That might be a cooler look along here. Maybe having like 3 cauldrons right in a row. I haven't thought much about this at all, so I'm just completely winging this today. I know on Bedrock they can do all kinds of things. That feels a lot busier, you know, like there's more going on. Just too bad that we can't dye the water. So I think in Bedrock you can do like potions, right? Tragic Solitude, hello, welcome in. Yeah, that looks cooler. And then we can come in with some dark oak. And this will look like wet floor underneath everything. A little bit, anyway. I don't think we want to pull it out. We could maybe use mangrove out here. That's not bad. If we mix that up a little bit. Yeah. I kind of want to see if there's another brown texture I can put down here. That feels pretty good, actually. So I don't know about that. It feels like a strange attachment, but we can maybe beef it up a little bit either with slabs or the other trapdoors. You could also bring it down from the roof too. Yeah, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe here. Give it like a ceiling support. I just use so many of these trapdoors. Yeah, I like that. That adds a lot of depth to the room. I almost want to make it a dark oak, but I feel like it would probably stand out too much. Because this is something we could hang a bunch of stuff to, and if we don't want it in our faces, we could hang them on that side. Right? Unfortunately, they're going to sway around, but we wouldn't have to have a lot of these. Maybe 3 total. All right, I need to go get a different box. And then we need 2 other things. I have terracotta, I think, in my ender chest. Yep. And then concrete powder. Yeah. Banners look like drying clothes. Yeah, they do. They do sort of look like drying clothes. What do we need to make banners? Banner pattern. Right. So I want to try and have a couple of banners that look like they are dyed. So maybe having like a gradient along the bottom. But I don't want them to be like really loud colors. I should have a loom here somewhere. Yep. Banner and a die or a pattern. So really, should just be able to make 2 more. And then let's try cyan. Why not? Right, and then I get to select the thing. Okay. Like that way. Kind of a fun thing. Interesting noises. It's been a while since I've messed around with this. I don't know if I remember that. And green and yellow. Let's go with. Can I just dye the whole thing? No. So I have to make a yellow. Interesting. So I think we'll put 2 on the back. I'm not a big fan of the cyan just because it's a little bit too bright, but I feel like if we combine this with the blue, it might be okay. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have to go with a slightly warmer color over here. Maybe some red and orange or something. Or red and brown. Just out of curiosity, do I have enough brown? I do. I wonder how different these are going to look. Science. So brown banner with a red gradient, or brown banner. Let's do that. So there is more of a white bit in the middle there. When you compare that. Yeah, okay. So it is a little bit different. So what if then I did orange? Oh, orange, that's gonna be expensive. Mankey Hamster, hello, welcome in. You're having a good weekend? I really need to update my data packs for 1.19.4 to have wool dyeing. So we do brown. So now orange with brown from the top. And then red from the bottom. Has a little bit of orange in there. And then if I do the red on the brown, is this any different? They look the same. Slightly different. It's a smoother 3-color on that side. So the orange base made a little difference. Also, the hitboxes on banners are silly. Brown banner, orange banner. I think that's bright without being a little bit too bad. These are very earthy. This is a little bit less so. I wonder if there's anything I can do to that. It's a white banner with a brown gradient. I like that you can kind of just continue to do this. Yep, I think that warms it up a little bit. Kind of matches a little bit better with what's going on. We've also got stuff I need to put outside too. Doing well, thanks. Yes, Maggie. Yeah, just working on a textiles shop. Got some prismarine underneath some water. We've got some cauldrons. I wanted to try and fit like a barrel or something of things, but we've run out of space to actually put stuff because of all the trapdoors. I guess I could do something here. But that feels a little on the forced side, maybe. What I was thinking of doing was grabbing some concrete powder and going with like green. What other colors did I use? This red. It's a little bright. Yeah. So we could do green, or we could do, I feel like there's a different color. Orange. What color was it? Block was it? Thankfully, I've got a whole town full of tricks like this. I thought I did something that wasn't concrete powder. Oh, honey looks cool. That could be kind of fun. That's concrete powder. It's probably the honey that I'm remembering. Wheat, brown concrete powder, mushroom block. These are all meant to be spices. Where else did I do something like that? I thought I had a different block for red. Nylium could look cool. Those are even brighter than concrete powder, perhaps, though. There's a bunch of storage in here, too. Calcite looks like salt. Anything downstairs? Nope. Although, composters are kind of cool, too. Oh, anything in here, maybe? I feel like I've used moss at some point, too. No, just sand. Yeah, everything's very earthy down here. Not a lot of color in the poor part of town. Coral, that's a good idea. Might be a little bit bright, but I do have some. Cal, I have indeed considered pink, and I have wholly dismissed it. All right, so honey blocks were one option. I quite like that. It's a very warm yellow. We'd have to change that behind it though. And the other option, coral. Probably just a little bit too much like other things. Plus we'd have to do a little bit of, oops, shenanigans here. That's not bad. I think I like the honey better. Whoop, nope, don't do that. Yeah, I think the honey is the favorite. These are cool though. I might try to do that down here somewhere. Guess I don't need that there. Wonder if I could put something orange underneath the honey. Yep. That was not the door. Yeah. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, there's no place to put the coral down here. I could... I mean, this has a turquoise hint to it, and this has got some turquoise. We've got the yellow there and the orange, and that has one. So the only thing missing is like some green stuff, and I don't think there's no real way to put it here. Plus, I don't like filling up that whole wall. Coral looks like berries. You're right. That's not a bad idea either. One of the ideas I have for maybe this area is like a vineyard. And I think it would be very cool to have a bunch of brightly colored blocks and barrels. No, this is Java. You can't dye the water in the cauldrons. Wish you could. Wish you could. That would be like a data pack that I would consider adding, you know? Yeah, I don't know where else we would put. And we can't do anything with coral up here because there's nowhere to put the water unless... No, there really isn't. We could maybe squeeze something in the corner. Like if we had a bunch of things around this, we could put water here and then wall it up and then have coral next to it, perhaps. That might actually work. I feel like we could maybe get away with a few more banners, but I don't want to overdo it. These ones swaying makes sense because of where they are. But like maybe one here. I feel like I want to do, like, I'm trying to think about what other things would make sense to be in here with not just doing like a bunch of banners. Thank you for the break reminder. Much appreciated. Yeah, and I brought out that other shulker box because I wanted a different color down there. Maybe that. Nope, too light. It looks like a checkerboard. That's a little bit better. I just wanted one more texture throw down there, but nothing really looks like wood. Guess I could go, whoops, try some bark blocks. No, yeah, maybe it's overkill. Oh, it looks okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take that break. Make sure I stay on top of those. Easy to lose track when you're having fun. If you're new to the channel, I do take a break once an hour. And you should too. Grab a stretch, friend, snack. We are trying to grow the channel, so the more people that watch, the better. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Looks like we need to sleep. Mr. Wizard, thanks very much for the raid. Hope folks enjoyed your stream. What were we up to today? We're working on the inside decoration for a textile shop, and we started the stream off by working on the inside of the florist's house. That's done now. But now we need to do the details in here. Yeah, I'd like to have more stuff down here. I just don't know what else we would have. I mean, maybe a shovel or something would be cool up against the wall there, but I want to hang or put something else around. When in doubt, you know, like I said, tripwire hooks. Wow, that was close. Glad I heard him coming. Wonder where he came from. All right, brown. And tripwire hook. Actually doesn't look very good there, does it? Nope. Yeah, maybe a couple along there would make sense. I'm gonna go make sure that these, yeah, don't need any extra texture. Yeah, so maybe 2 tripwire hooks along the back. Do want to put something there. It's too bad you can't put buckets down on tables just like you can flower pots. I feel like that would be very useful. I have an idea. I need an armor stand. And a shovel. Oh, whoops. I need that back. It feels kind of small. Yeah, maybe that won't work. Okay. I was going to have a shovel leaning up against there, but I want it to be big, and they're quite tiny when you put them out in the world. All right. Never mind. All right, so we'll have to come back to that, I guess. To go upstairs, though, I feel like we could potentially have some fun with having a few things there. So if I was to create, I don't know if I want to use trapdoors or if I want to use spruce or if I want to use oak. But if I grab like some of these, Be careful because any concrete powder is going to turn color. But then if we have like other things, crates and barrels, and I like these as well. Would a cauldron and an armor stand would probably do the trick, but then it would look just like these cauldrons here. And actually, a cauldron on an armor stand doesn't look like a flower pot. It looks like it looks like a sprite. It doesn't take on a 3D effect, right? Cozy Mel, holy nuggets! Raiding with a massive party. The stars brought a Cozy Mel. Cozy Mel raid. Thanks very much. Wow. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. I guess it's time to back up and kind of show everybody what's going on. I'm going to look down so you get the full effect when I turn around. What were you up to on Twitch today, Mel? Thanks ever so much for bringing in your viewers. Really loved the vibes the last time I was here, so I wanted to share my lovely community with you. Thanks very much. That's amazing. Playing on the community SMP. Very cool. Very, very cool. This is a multiplayer server, but it tends to be similar to Hermitcraft, where people tend to log on and play by themselves. My name is Joel Duggan, for folks that are new coming in with Cozy Mel's Raid. And I stream full-time and I podcast full-time. That's my two main gigs. You can find more about the Spun Chunks podcast at thespunchunks.com, as well as the Citadel Cafe at thecitadelcafe.com. Everything is linked at joelduggan.com. It's very easy to find. And I'm Joel Duggan on all the social media. But we're looking at the west gate of West Hill, which is my medieval town that I've been building for about 2.5 years. And you'll understand why it's taken that long in just a few minutes as we get back to doing the details. Everything has an inside. Everything has function. Everything has a decoration. Everything has a purpose. And so we've been working on this for quite some time. And the last couple of streams, we've been working on the west gate here, the paths, the details. So that's what we're kind of going through now. We're doing like the detail passes on everything. So yeah, it's been a good time. It's been a good time. And currently we're working on this green place here, and this is a textiles shop. So banners and dyes and all that kind of thing. So we're kind of working on the inside. And we're just about to pop upstairs and work on some storage and different dyes and the different kind of things that they need to do the work in here. One of my favorite Minecraft mods sort of incentivizes exploration, which is mine colonies. Interesting. Yeah, this is a vanilla server. We have a couple of mods for quality of life and some data packs, but it's very much a vanilla spirited thing. Watching you take a few minutes to decide how to decorate a single block showed me detail on this is so incredible. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, yesterday we did the armory here inside the tower. So we've got an armor stand data pack and a mini blocks data pack. And those are the two that we use the most just to kind of get things positioned in the world. But they're all very vanilla textures. Just a few things you can't do in vanilla Minecraft. But we're running 1.19.3 for people that are curious. But thanks again very much, Cozy Mel, for bringing your folks over. Folks in my community, if you'd like to go follow Cozy Mel, you can go and do that on Twitch, see what happens on their SMP, community SMP, and all the other things that are happening. All right, so what I was thinking was if we have a trapdoor here, and then do this, and this is water. We could do this with a couple of them. No, we can only do this with one. So we'd have to put something solid here. And then how do we... Right, so then this back one would have to be trapdoor as well. Then we'd have to put something on top of this. That could sort of work. So we're trying to put coral, brightly colored coral. Cozy Mal, you're more than welcome. I'm going to lurk now and grab some foods. Yes, of course. If you've got a raid and run or lurk or whatever, then by all means. I know that I usually peace out very shortly after I raid someone after a stream. So I appreciate you bringing your community over. And anybody that's here, if you wouldn't mind refreshing your stream and watching on twitch.tv/JoelDuggan. We are trying to grow the channel. And the more eyeballs on the channel means the higher it pokes up on the Twitch recommended list. So for people that are looking for a new streamer to follow, you know, following me organically on the site helps a lot, and it costs you nothing. So very much appreciated. And anybody coming in, if you want to just lurk, I know you've obviously been involved in Cozy Mail stream for the bulk of the day. So if you're looking to just lurk here, then that's cool too. So we could have colors there, and I guess we could technically have a color here. I just don't have a way to cover it up, because we can't have those on the same space. That's a little annoying. So the idea was to do this, grab my water, right? So then there's water there and water there, which means we could technically have like that there, that there. It looks okay. You know, it's not bad. I don't know about this. I feel like we might want to do something else on top of that. And I can't put anything there that needs to be custom. This is all very tight. Over here, we're probably just going to pile stuff up in the corner. Yeah, I think over here we'll maybe just put stuff over here. I might even be able to just chop this out. Need some signs. classical Bluetooth, you're watching some world tours? I don't know. I think that a seed is what you make of it, right? That's how I figured. Oh, we're losing the light. I think that's decent. Really can't do much because those all fold that way. I'd be more inclined to place that with something else, I think. And then maybe over here, we could fit in some spicier looking stuff. What could I do there? I could make this like a concrete powder. Maybe like an orange or something. Trying to break away from all the different spruce colors if I can. So maybe we have something like that there, and then oh, that doesn't really work, does it? Like that. I think that's cool. I don't remember why. Okay. So I was hiding that transition there. I feel like I could maybe move this over to where that note block is. Yeah. Oh. No. Can't. Dang it. Maybe I don't want to line it up. All right, back the way it was. Could be a nice base to build upon, like having two mountains with a nice valley in between going into caverns entrance. You can also, like, we did that on Infinity Cove, my patron server. We scouted around and I found a really cool place for everybody to build. And then I manually changed the spawn location on the seed to be close-ish to the really cool location, so that technically I kind of just doctored the seed to be better off the start. But it was like 14,000 blocks away or something like that. It was crazy. I guess we could, there's no real way to do this and have it look, I guess, like a bright color. Because this is holding water back behind it. So, and I can't do trapdoors. Maybe this is where I need to put the light colored. Oop. Maybe the beehive has to go up here. How are we doing for light up here? Oh. Bad. Not very good at all. So we need to hang a lantern. Oh, we're gross down here too. Where's the light coming from? Outside, I guess? Yeah, okay. So there needs to be, probably hang a light like right above the stairs, and that'll just take care of everything. right? Like a lantern right there. Probably the smartest idea. I'm going to say right there. That should take care of just about everything. Yes, yes. Pushes those zeros back a little bit out there too. Nice. Very bright, but okay. Yeah, I really want to try and see more of that. I think we'll remove that strip just so that there's a little bit more of this orange showing when you come up the stairs. I guess we'll leave the rest. That leaves, we could put another thing there. I'm not opposed to that. And then I want to put a mini block on top of that guy. Tempted to put a stair there. Over the window, I think. And mini blocks. I don't think I brought any mini blocks with me. And they should all be in here. Where are the dark ones, though? Actually, maybe I want... Yeah, we'll bring... these ones. So for folks that are new, maybe coming in with the raid, the mini block data pack and wandering trader data pack are from vanillatweaks.net. And what they do is when you see the wandering trader, you can trade with them for small versions, they're player heads essentially, small versions of other blocks in the game. And they really add a lot of life because they can get, you can put them on angles and they get you off the grid, which is nice. And you can also put them on armor stands with the data pack and hang them from stuff. Like it's fun. I think actually inside I've got some like ore blocks. Yeah, like this is really cool, right? So I find that really helps. But sometimes they just, you just want to make things feel a little bit more balanced. I think that's good. Like, I don't think we really need to go too crazy in here. I wanted to try a stair. I feel like I've done this before. Oh, there's a stair there. I mean, technically, I think that looks better. Maybe this just has to be spruce. Nope. We'll get some slabs, maybe. I keep on missing the door. No, already tried that. Go this way. Also, no. think that looks better. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. These are all slabs, so we can't change those at all. We can put a railing on the stairs so people don't break their neck. And maybe change this one into a stair block. Now, is that an outside block? Yep, figured as much. Okay. Where did that go? Oh, in there. I wish there was some penalty for killing the wandering trader. Like the next time he shows up, his prices get higher and higher if you berate him. Nope. I think that they are coded to wander in front of you constantly. And for me, they end up taking a long swim in the river. Once I trade with them and get what I want. And then I'm like, peace out, you're done. Adios. I feel like we could use a little bit of oomph down here. Actually, we'll put these here. Yeah, I think that feels pretty good. Smooth. I don't. Try barrel. Nice. I don't even remember why I put that there. Weird. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. I don't know why I had that there in the first place. We're gonna have to do a couple of doors, and that means texturing this floor as well. And I think, yeah, we'll just stick with the old spruce doors, I think. Now I can put the door, I believe, on this one. So maybe we'll make this smoother texture. Make it feel a little bit worn. And then I guess we'll go here. Yeah, looks good to me. And then same thing here. We'll just give the, can't remember what it's called, the door plate maybe? And then that comes in here, so we'll put this on this side. in here, I might be able to get away with wrapping this in a sign. Looks nice and homey, I think. Yeah. I like it. And then along here, we can just maybe add in a little bit of texture here and there. Let's go with maybe... We could put a mat there if we wanted to. I could also go with maybe like a trapdoor if it doesn't look too much like the door. Maybe we'll just pump that out a little bit. Put it there instead. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I don't think I want to put anything in here. It feels like everything in here would just be in the way. Maybe we can get away with something in the corner there. I don't know what that would be. What could we put there? Can't be a note block, 'cause that's used in the structure. Oh, maybe a chest. Feels a little out of place. I almost want to try a table. Yeah. I don't know what we would put on the table though. But there needs to be something here. Could put maybe a pot with a flower in it, but seems a little bit strange. What do we have inside some of the other shops? Like in the flower shop, we've got some tables with some goodies on them. In the candle shop, same idea. And I think that's it on this side. Oh, bakery. Mini chest. That's a good idea, Cal. Yeah. Mini chest is a good idea. Or maybe we can do something that looks like it has something to do with textiles. The mini loom looks like an abacus, so I don't want to use that. But I think maybe... Yeah, mini chest would look good. Where did I put those? Oh, let's use the one that's already been placed. The one drawback is that once they're placed, they change their name to playerhead, and then they don't stack in the inventory anymore. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. The table feels a little bit funny. I could try. The pedestal table is cool, but unfortunately, it's kind of fancy. It's got some weird little extra bits on the side. We can try it. I feel like that looks funny because it's up against the wall. Like I'd almost want to just do a shelf. But a table makes more sense, I think. Yep. I could try a dark oak table, maybe. That could be the problem. Did I not bring it with me? I guess I didn't. There we go. Yep, that's better. Al the Boss subscribed with Prime. Thanks very much for the subscription. That's very kind of you. Make sure that you connect your Discord and your Twitch. You can now join us in the Joel Duggan Discord in between streams. That's shared with the Citadel Cafe podcast and those that support it. So there's all kinds of stuff. It's not just Minecraft. There's nerdy conversations about video games and sci-fi and fantasy movies and cooking. Pets. People have there's a pet channel for all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think I still want something there. And this is feeling kind of barren, but I don't know what else we would do over there. I feel like this needs, see, that's a slab, unfortunately. I want this to have some sort of device over it, like a chain coming down would be cool. But I don't know how I would do that without making the roof look dumb. That's a little annoying. Yeah, I guess we could try and have, where would I have it? Probably over this. So I could try something like this maybe. And if I got a chain. I like it. I think maybe it just has to be dark instead of light. And maybe not a stair, maybe a slab instead. Alcorn, the mighty Alcorn is here. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. And thanks again for the raid yesterday, Alcorn. That's pretty good. Maybe we should move it over. If we move it over though, you can't see it. What else could I put there that's not a trapdoor? I really don't have many options, do I? Wait a minute. What if wasn't a too high chain? What if instead 1, 2 blocks I need fence and a fence gate? Still not sure what color. So the fence would have to go here. And then the fence gate could go here. And I think I might be right. I think it still has to be dark for it to show up. Or maybe it has to be light. Like lighter than oak. No, I think that's good. And it's a nice little surprise when you walk around the corner. The dark doesn't blend in. I guess I could also try, oh, we don't have a fence gate. I have a black nether brick texture, but there's no gates. Spruce, mangrove, dark oak. Try jungle? I've got a funny feeling this is going to be far too bright, but it's not as bright as oak, I don't think. It needs a head at the bottom of the chain. This is a textile shop. Textiles. I think that's better than the dark oak. I wonder if I can get away with a wall there. Then the sky's the limit on what color I could use. In terms of like being different. So I could try cobblestone. Those seemed like the first two to pop into my mind. Because then it'll change the way that it'll move the fence gate away from the window. Right? Although that feels really heavy when you do that, doesn't it? I like what it does with the fence gate, but I think I prefer the geometry of the fence post. Right, we'll try oak just in case, but I'm pretty sure we're going to go with jungle. Wrong building, right, Dan? That's funny. Yeah, this isn't the wandering trader encampment. Oak. Fence and fence gate. We'll try one more. This will at least match the windows. And that looks dumb. Yeah, you know, I think I like the jungle the best. Just because it doesn't match the windows exactly. Now that I've got this here, though, I wonder if we just change its position. Yes, I like that more. I feel like that makes more sense. More layers as you look over here. Rather than going straight back, it creates more layers there. How long have you had this world for? Almost 6 years. This zone is 2.5. And all of it is on YouTube under Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. And I should say all of it, I mean all of this area. Straight from, where's the, oh, there it is there. So straight from here all the way down there. That's all on YouTube. No cuts, just archives of the streams. Yeah, I like that little addition. I think that helps me with wanting to put other things like other banners in there. I still want some sort of tool here. I just wish I could create a shovel that was taller. Can't think of another way to do it. I just feel like there'd like be some sort of big stick that you would use to like plunge the banners into the dies. And I feel like we could lean something up against the wall right there and it would make a lot of sense. But all right, for now, I think we're probably good. So in here is done. This feels a little empty here, but it's such a throughway that I don't want to mess around with it. And so that leads us out here where the plan was to have some form of like drying thing for the banners. And I don't know how we would do that just yet. I guess we might have to sacrifice some of the roof to attach something here. In there, I used that. And if we did that out here, yeah, we can't do that there. Could do it there. And then just change that into a stair to have that be supportive. And then banners, it might be a little bit too high though. No, that's not terrible. I wouldn't mind them being a little bit lower. That means there. I feel like that makes sense. And then maybe I can put something on the end here for it to attach to. Like, if that's on... Oh, yeah. Well, we could kind of fudge it. That's a slab. We'd have to remove that and go with maybe 2 of these. I think that works. Could potentially even change it to a dark oak trapdoor just for the other end. Make it look more like a fastener of some kind. Could try a trident instead of a shovel. That's a good idea. I don't even know if I have a trident. Yeah. I think that works. That works. Now, do we have... I don't think we can hang these on the other side because there's bricks in the way. Yeah, I mean, we can. They hang into the brick because that's annoying. What if... Oh, they might still hang into the stair. Was a good idea. That's right. I think we're good. with just 2 banners out here anyway. And then I could maybe put something here on the ground, like another cauldron, and then yeah, I feel like we might be able to put in like a couple spools of material, although it would be kind of dumb to have them outside because then they would get wet. That's something we didn't do upstairs either, is that I could have turned one of these into like a spool of cloth, you know? Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. So like maybe if we grab some white wool and I'm gonna go with a oak button. Yeah, I like that. Sort of looks like a spool of wool. Maybe that's what we should have piled over there too. It's a little bright. But I mean, like, you want it to be something that can handle it, I guess. Don't want to, well, we could switch it. Because that would match the thing on top of it too. Yeah, it's better over there. Now I just have to find something else to go there. What was there before? It was a barrel, wasn't it? Yeah. So cauldron. And that would go, guess, in the corner. And then I don't hate the colors out here. I kind of want to make more. The blue is okay. It's just very bright. I feel like maybe we could have something a little bit more finished outside too. Like, what if we take this? I mean, the blue does kind of go with the taiga. What if we did a white thing and then if I can get some dark blue outlines somehow. So we'll go dark blue first. And there's no big white stripe down the middle. It's just the cross. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, there is. Right. So if I did that, and then another blue dye. On the horizontal. And then white should, yeah. Yeah, and then we just have to figure out what we can do for this one. Maybe yellow? I feel like we need to do some yellow. Yellow stuff has to happen here. Yellow and orange. Don't want to do the exact same pattern though. Maybe we do the X, or one of those triangles would be cool too. That's bright. I like that though. And then that's very medieval too. I do like that they give you the preview now. I like that a lot. I feel like a combination of those two could be cool too. Yeah, the yellow looks better for the half. So I think before I do this, I just want to make sure I like the gradient. So what if we did an orange gradient? And then yellow. I like that. I think I might want to reverse it though. So we'll do, I guess I need orange coming up from the bottom, red coming down from the top. Sorry, I know this is probably not the most riveting stream content. Yes, that, then half, yeah. Now, do I want some sort of like symbol in the middle somehow? It would have to be a different color. No, I think we're good. I think I'm good. Keeping it simple. Now, question is, do I like them with the warm one out, or do I want the cool one? Oop, nope, not there. Well, I guess I could put something there, but I think this is probably going to be enough. I mean, I guess the other thing I could do is actually put this there instead. Nope, I like this here. And then I'm not sure what we could put out here. Maybe some wood or something? There's no fire or anything in here. I mean, I could put another like fake barrel of stuff out here, but I think any bright colors out here are going to be kind of wasted. So I feel like just a simple pile of wood. Hmm. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't know what else we could put out here. That seems like it's going to be an odd place to have that. I do want to add a fence gate here. Probably go dark oak. This has actually come together a lot faster than I thought it would. Yeah, and then, oh, maybe we can put in a stair there so it's not quite so steep. Oh yeah, I like that. That's better. Doesn't cut off your view anymore. Maybe we'll back this up and put slab there. Or maybe a pressure plate. Kind of like the pressure plate, actually. I think we'll go back. Yeah. Hard to tell. Sometimes Minecraft just doesn't give you any in between. Yeah, I'll go pressure plate. Doink. So now that we've finished this, the next thing we can do next time will be to finish the texture on this wall and this path. I wanted to make sure that this wasn't going to change. But yeah, I think we're good. I think I'm just going to throw in like the odd smooth stone and the odd cracked stone in there, and that kind of wraps this up. Stone. Did I bring? Yes, cracked. I don't think I have any smooth stone. That's annoying. Oh, thanks, Dan. So yeah, once we get like a few more just textures in here, so we've got andesite and stuff like that, and then I feel like this would maybe be a good smooth bit. Or maybe the reverse. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe that. Yeah, makes sense. Finish up this side of it. That's all good. A little repetitive, but not bad. I'm tempted to make that a more robust block, but we'll leave it for now. Oh, I know what I want. I want a wall, like a stone brick wall to kind of fill that out a bit. Yeah, there we go. Yes, indeed. I could almost do the same thing there. Yeah, and depending on what the lighting is like back here, which is low, we may end up throwing a lantern or something on there. I'll do the lighting pass when we do the texture path for all of this, which I'm going to do next time. I'm going to wait and do the roads are just going to all happen at once. You know, the roads and the alleys. All this stuff through here, we'll just kind of push this through and wind our way around, make sure everything's connected. And now that this is all done, and we know that this alley isn't changing, I can actually finish this wall as well. And this is going to wrap up around the corner here. Speaking of, we've got old fill. Yeah, I think that that came out pretty well. We've got a textile shop here. It's not been forgotten about. It's got some stuff in here. I like the wet floor look that we achieved, and I do enjoy the fact that we managed to get some coral, as if we've got berries or other things up here and spices that would be used for the different dyes for the banners. And then we have more completed banners kind of out here on the outside, kind of drying in the wind, I guess. Thanks, Kel. Thanks, Dan. And then the other thing we managed to get done is the florist's house. So the flower shop is over here. And it's a smorgasbord of color. We trimmed the vines in here too. We're stuck with the string for now, but I'll change that later. And then there's this kind of like enchanted garden with all kinds of really cool stuff. And then we made the interior in here, which is just, you know, made sense that there'd be extra flowers around. Very, very small space. And then we just fixed up the tower a little bit. Nothing too fancy. All good. And what's kind of cool is that some of these flowers and herbs and stuff could actually be used in some of the dyes. So it kind of makes sense that this shop is right across from potentially one of its sources. And not terribly far from the docks where, you know, anything that can't be sourced local, they'd probably bring in on the river from over here, right? So cool stuff. But thank you so much for hanging out, folks. And thank you to the big raids we had today. We had, I'm looking them up real quick if I can see them. Where did that go? Mr. Wizard, thanks for the raid. And someone raided a lot earlier too, and it's not showing up in my list. I apologize. There was a big raid with like 100 people. Brian Dunaway raided. And Cozy Mel, sorry, Cozy Mel. I was remembering Mel. I was like, I'm looking for an M. Cozy Mel, thank you very much for the raids today. Thanks, Dan. Very much appreciated. Folks, if you want to make sure you follow, we are going to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. We'll see who happens to be alive, part of the community. Very often, I like to send people along to other folks. Oh, Dan, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, we just raided Tadpole Milk yesterday, so I think Elkhorn might be a good shot. Elkhorn, of course, is a member of my community and a member of the Infinity Cove patron server that I have. Some very, very cool things. Long-term server there as well, so lots of work like West Hill, lots of big builds and long-term things happening. So you'll be sent along there. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you check out the Spawn Chunks tomorrow at thespawnchunks.com. Will be a new episode of that podcast all about Minecraft. And of course, new episode coming down the tubes. It has been recorded for the Citadel Cafe, and that is with myself and Alistair talking about Star Trek Picard Season 3. And that's going to be it. Check out Patreon to join the Discord. Any other social media is just Joel Duggan. I am very easy to find. Thank you ever so much for a wonderful weekend, folks. We will see you next time, which is probably Tuesday. Bye for now.